I wasn't feeling welcome, I wasn't included, my voice wasn't really being heard. And a lot of what I heard at that time was, it's just you need to try harder, you need to negotiate more, you need to lean in more. And I just felt the more I did that, the less I was heard. One of the reasons why I think people struggle with the concept of inclusion is because from a very young age, I think we've been conditioned to reject difference. I grew up in a very multicultural country in Singapore, and I had friends from all over the world, and I just assumed that's what the world is like. And what was hard is as I went out into the world, and especially as I went out to the United States and the United Kingdom, I found that people actually stayed in their silos and they weren't really connecting with people who are different. People live in neighborhoods with people like them. They go to schools with people who look like them. There's research here in the United States that finds 3/4 of white people don't have a single friend of color. When I went into the corporate workplace, what I found was actually the more similar you are, the more you're rewarded. That made me realize that I needed to speak up. In the beginning, my voice shook a lot, and then it just got stronger and stronger and stronger. We can learn and grow to become more inclusive, to become more anti-racist. We all consume media, which unfortunately has bias and discrimination really built into it. But that's not something we need to carry forward. When you realize and you recognize that you are making mistakes, that you are propagating harmful behaviors or actions, you need to do the work to do better. Until you are able to ensure that everyone has a voice, especially people's voices who have historically been overlooked and underrepresented, then you're not really doing your job as a leader. Long-term sustainable leadership is very much incumbent upon being inclusive. I think we are fundamentally at this precipice where if we don't prioritize inclusion, we're all going to lose out.